right, welcome into Market Day Report. I'm Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy, and I'm glad to be here. Excited to be here. Lots going on in these markets, but if you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. If you've been with us all day, it's going to be my job to make sure you stick with us all day because there's loads to talk about. We'll have something new at every turn. All right, let's take a look and see what's happening in this corn market. Your corn market. These markets are your money. Look at it across the board, up between say 3.5 and 4 cents. However, that really doesn't tell the whole story. Maize up 3.5 cents to 756.5, but we have been about 14 cents higher there, folks. We were up in the mid-teens, so that's some okay going, but we've really kind of given back a lot of that real estate. But here's what's good to see is we got December corn. That's the new crop, up 4.25 cents to 6.74 That's some good going. All right, how about soybeans? Soybeans, that's another good market, up double-digit gains here. Maize up 18.5 cents to 17.15, but again, we're another 21 cents higher earlier today, so up about 40 cents. We've come back off those highs, but look at Nove beans, a 15.09.5 in the new crop. Before we've turned the wheel, 11.5 cents higher. That's some pretty good going too. So we got that 15 print. Let's see if we can close above there. All right, let's move right along to wheat. Chicago wheat, the wheat in Chicago, that's down 8.25 cents here today. 11.10 is last. That's 9 cents off the lows, but folks, we were about 20 cents. Well, we were up 20 cents when I did the radio show here today, earlier this morning. So we're about, 29 cents off the highs. 8.25 cents lower in that May. Deese is 2 cents lower at 10.35.5. How about hard red wheat in Kansas City? Take a quick peek at that. 2.5 cents lower in the May at 11.14, but that too was also another, say what, 25 cents higher? So that'll give you an idea that all these wheat contracts have given back a lot of their gains. Deese is off 0.75 cents here at 10.80 even. All right, let's move over to see what's going on in the wheat in spring wheat in Minneapolis. 6.75 cents lower at 10.89. That's about 2.5 cents off the lows. But we had about another 27 cents tacked on earlier this morning when we did the radio show. So this is really giving back a lot here. If you go out to the December contract, 4.25 cents lower, Deese wheat in Minneapolis to 10.61 even. And then let's look at cotton real quick. Cotton's going to be 73 points higher to 130.77. Got a 130 print in a minute, but we also have given back a lot of gains there as well. All right, let's bring in Ryan Kelbrants from CHS. Ryan, thanks for joining the show. What do you got for us?
Thank you. You know, these markets, like you've said, extremely volatile. They're up, they're down, they're sideways. We did have an ethanol report out here. They did show ethanol production up 16,000 barrels a day at 1.042. So that's about 13% above last year. Stocks are gaining, though, as well, up 203,000 barrels at 26.1 million barrels. So that's up 20% year on year. So demand dropped off a little bit last week from 8.9 million barrels a day to 8.6. But year-to-date gas demand's up 6.8% from the same time like last year. Margins for the crushers or the processors, ethanol processors, were up a nickel to about 16 cents positive. I expect this volatility to continue. You know, watch the headlines between Russia and the Ukraine. Weather here in the United States is becoming a big factor. They're seeing some moisture in some areas that had previously been dry, so that's a little bit bearish. But I think a lot of people are going to keep their eye on what's going to happen next Thursday, too. The USDA is going to release their grain stocks and their prospective plantings reports. Early estimates are showing a little bit of a drop in corn acres and an increase in soybean acres, as well as cotton.
Well, it's for sure going to be interesting, and I think that ethanol is right in the center of both because we have a full-blown fuel crisis, if you ask me, but also a food crisis. And so you've got the corn or the ethanol market's going to be straddling both of those. So it'll be interesting to see how volatile that gets for you. So I'm sure, Ryan, you're going to have lots to report on. I really appreciate that. All right. Thank you very much for being on the show here this morning. We're going to go away, pay some bills, and come back and talk livestock with me after these messages.